Milwaukee, Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at Miller Park. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. Tatis, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Ben Sheets gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Digging in now, Manuel Diaz, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Three-two pitch. Hard hit to first. Thames comes up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average. What that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Standing in, Fernando Tatis. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. 1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Here it comes. Popped him up. Hardy into shallow left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third baseman, Matt Antonelli.
Ready now, Matt Antonelli. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Padres down in order. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Lance McCullough will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matty, we get the opportunity to watch the reigning National League Pitcher of the Month go to work. So obviously I'm pretty excited to see about how he attacks these hitters. He's shown a lot of confidence on the mound right now, and that confidence can sometimes be a pitcher's greatest weapon.
Digging in, Bernie Mac, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Fouled off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Another full count pitch on its way. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Stepping up to the plate, Rex Baker. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. The 3-1. Drilled to the left side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Not in time. That was a big-time stab. There was just too much speed getting down the line. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Padres have elected to challenge.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. In now, Domingo Santana, fouled away. Baker leads off first with one away. Runners on the move for second. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Oh, but he beats it out. It was a highlight reel stop, but he can't get it out. Runners will be at first and second with one away.
Hey, hit and run right there. I know the guy had to pull up on second base because the ball didn't get to the outfield, but you know what? You'll take the knock. First and second, regroup. Let's see what happens.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Rounded down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! So a 3-run blast is straight away left, making it an even .350 for his career. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that
one. Into the box, Eric Thames. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the fourth hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
Standing in now, Bob Uecker. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Stairs is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Robin Yount. And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Leading off the inning, Mark McGuire, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's focus on J.J. Hardy. You don't play big league shortstop for 10, 15 years if you can't get it done on the defensive side. And that's exactly what J.J. Hardy's done his whole career. Yeah, he'll run into a 3-run bomb, but he's known for manning shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Big Daddy David. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High pop-up. Hardy over to his left. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Stepping into the box, Tony Gwynn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 2 out, nobody on. The 2-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 54 thus far, and the Padres are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Striding in, Matt Stairs, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. The 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Pulled toward right center field. Yount is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The Padres are able to get one back in the inning thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 3 and the Padres 1. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
The pitcher, Ben Sheets, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So striding forward now, Bernie Mac. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Wynn going back. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 32 now for the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
In now, Rex Baker. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Diaz scoops it up, and that's the second out.
Have to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's the Brewers 5 and the Padres 1. Now batting, Benito Santiago. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Lance McCullough. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Manuel Diaz.
Striding in once again, Manuel Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down here 5-1. Coming to the plate now, Prince Fielder. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. So stepping in, Eric Thames. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box now, Bob Uecker. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in now, Robin Yount popped him up. McGuire will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. At the plate, Fernando Tatis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Popped up. Thames has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman, Matt Antonelli.
Ready for another chance? Matt Antonelli.
He bats here at the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Mark McGuire. Hit sharply on the ground. Mack from the outfield grass. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 5-1. Standing in, J.J. Hardy, who worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Sliced hard on the ground, and this is going to be a base hit for Hardy.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Into the box, Ben Sheets. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And with 2 strikes, he's able to get this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Bernie Mack.
Ready for another shot now. Bernie Mack comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Hardy leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. McGuire is there, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 31, Rex Baker.
Stepping in, Rex Baker. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Big Daddy David, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And no chance for Hardy. This is a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Tony Gwynn. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
This is popped up. Hardy moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Stairs.
So digging in now, Matt Stairs. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 58 on the year. And it's a 5-3 game now.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
In now, Benito Santiago. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Santiago, base runner at first with 1 out. Gary Templeton will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 1, Gary Templeton.
And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Standing in now, Manuel Diaz. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready once again, Matt Antonelli, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 3 runs already home here. On the ground now for Hardy. This might be 2. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mark McGuire, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. 1-1, here it comes. He's running. That's a strike to throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ball.
Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Number 41 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 41.
Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Prince Fielder. Santana gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit hard to third. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, the double play. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in, Eric Thames. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Chopper foul. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. None left for Milwaukee. This remains a 5-all ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy David. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Stepping in now, Tony Gwynn. And a changeup right down the middle.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
5 runs, 6 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. High in the air out toward shallow right. Santana has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Stairs.
Ready to take his hacks again, Matt Stairs, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, this guy's been as advertised. We heard that if this guy could get his foot down, he could get wood on a bullet. That last pitch and that last AB, that was triple digits, Matty V, and he still turned it around.
2 out, nobody on. hit hard on the ground to second. Mack is there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Now in the box, Bob Uecker, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Robin Yount. Count is 1-2 now. Uecker on at first, nobody out. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Into the box now, J.J. Hardy. 1-2 now. He just catches the outer half. Runners on first with 1 down. Runner goes for second. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts, but right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes the perfection.
Squared that one up just a little late. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hard hit ball to second, and he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit, and the run is in to score from third.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
In now, Bernie Mack. Left side, but well foul. First and second now, 1 man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 31.
Into the box, Rex Baker. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. 3-1 to him now. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. Brewers lead it 6-5. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher coming on now, and the call's gone out for the big guy, right-hander Jonathan Buxton. Digging in now for San Diego, Benito Santiago, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Full count. 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Hardy's up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, number 41.
Fernando Valenzuela will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 34, Fernando Valenzuela.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoke toward the hole. Mack on the grass. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Manuel Diaz.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Diaz. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Diaz at second with 2 down. And now the runner's trying for third. Hit down the third baseline. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Padres lead 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Jeff Beliveau gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Jeff Beliveau.
At the plate, Domingo Santana. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Prince Fielder will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Eric Thames. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fouled off. Runner at first here, one man out. Hard ground ball to third. He's got it. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The catcher, number 9, Bob Uecker.
Into the box now, Bob Uecker. He singled his last time up. Ready with the 1-1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Count still at 1-2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Slapped hard the opposite way. David is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Corey Knebel has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Leading off the inning, Matt Antonelli, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Mark McGuire, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit.
The tying run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Big Daddy David takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Into the box, Tony Gwynn. Line hard toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. Next to the plate for the Padres, Matt Stairs, runner in scoring position with Sugan. To a 3-2 full count now. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box now, Benito Santiago. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So now the runners on the corners with 2 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher is summoned from the bullpen, as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call. A.J. Ellis, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Padres on top, 7-6. Trevor Hoffman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
51, Trevor Hoffman.
Leading off the inning, Robin Yount, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stephen Vogt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Matt Albert enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Manuel Diaz, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
Digging in to try it again, Fernando Tatis. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Hardy to his left. He's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Antonelli.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Antonelli. Line toward the alley in left center. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field. Around second. He's on his way to third. Antonelli takes the turn at third. He wants it all. The tag, and he's in there. And it's now an 8-6 ball game.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Mark McGuire. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Padres 8 and the Brewers 6. Bernie Mac will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. The 1-1 is back up the middle and into center field. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
In now, Rex Baker. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied. So a 2-run shot to left center, and we are tied again. Watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
David is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Prince Fielder.
Digging in once again, Prince Fielder. He's 1 for 4 for the game. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
First baseman, number 7, Eric Thames.
Now to the plate, Eric Thames. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Antonelli in foul ground. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are deadlocked at 8 apiece. At the plate, Big Daddy David. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, center fielder, Tony Gwynn.
Striding into the box, Tony Gwynn. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Stairs.
Stepping up now, Matt Stairs. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. Score remains even at 8 apiece. Digging in, the switch hitter, Bob Uecker. The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. Mm. 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Chopper to short. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Robin Yount.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robin Yount, a hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Wynn going back. Ball game! So it's a solo shot to dead center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
The lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Matt Albers claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out